dear, not another thicket patch. How could I possibly become so lost? I'm never going to make it back to the palace by morning. Oh, ouch! Oh, my ankle. That's a deep cut. What am I going to do? This day started out so lovely, and now it's turned into this. All I wanted was to gather some wildflowers for Father. Where did I take a wrong turn? Oh, it's just too dark to see and hard to walk. Maybe if I head in this direction? What's this? Oh, my dress is caught on the thorns, and I can't see well enough to untangle it. Maybe if I just tug on it. Why won't it come loose? Oh, please, please. Maybe... Oh, I hate to disturb them, but these are desperate times. Sweet birds, come to my aid. Make way, make haste. Fly to this place. Oh, hello, Mr. Owl. Is it only you? Oh, yes, of course, you're right. All the other birds are asleep at this time. Well, I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but my dress is caught on something and I can't seem to break free. I'm also quite lost. Could you help me find the way home? Oh, thank you, thank you. Amazing, Mr. Owl. What a dear you are. Do you know the way to the palace? Wonderful. I'll just follow you then. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go slowly. I've hurt my ankle, you see. Oh, but where are you going? Mr. Owl, wait! He flew off. Oh, no. Well, I wouldn't want to spend all night leading around some lost, injured princess either. He probably has dinner to catch. Oh, poor little mousies. The tree cover is so thick. If only I could see the stars. Then I might be able to get my bearings. Didn't Father say something about moss growing on the northern side of trees, or was it just in the direction of wherever there's water? These trees have moss on all sides. Oh, what to do? What is that? Is that a light? It's a lantern! Oh, excuse me. Hello? Could you please help me? Oh, hello again, Mr. Owl. Did you bring someone? You're so sweet. Oh, yes, hello, sir. I'm so glad you're here. I'm terribly lost, you see, and I'm having a hard time walking. I've hurt my ankle. It's only bleeding a bit now, but you appear to be a woodsman. If you help me back to the palace, then my father will reward you handsomely for your good deed, I'm sure. My sisters must be worried about me, though the 11 of them are probably having a fine time around the town dancing their slippers to shreds by now. I don't usually partake in such revelry. I prefer the peace and quiet of the forest and spending time with my animal friends. Oh, please lead the way. I'll follow presently. I'm the youngest princess, yes. Have you seen my family in the parades? Well, thank you for being a supportive citizen of this kingdom. Do you live here in the woods? Oh, how lovely. I do wish I could live here amongst the trees as well. I imagine you don't have much occasion to come into town except to sell firewood and pelts. I greatly appreciate your willingness to stray far from your home to help me return to mine. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Owl. Thank you for your help. I do so love animals, don't you? But I suppose you wouldn't be able to be as friendly with them as I am. I don't depend on them as part of my livelihood. I'm sorry, it's only my ankle. I wish I had something to wrap it with. I hate to slow you down. Oh! Oh my! You don't have to carry me. It's quite a far distance, isn't it? Won't you get tired? Oh, I see. You wish to stop at your cottage to treat my ankle before we press on. If you're sure, that seems like the best idea. Are you absolutely certain you want to carry me all the way there? Then, thank you. I am further in your debt. You're carrying me so effortlessly. You must be very strong from chopping wood and hunting all day. Dirty? On the contrary, you smell like pine and smoke. It's nice. I don't get to interact with hard-working men such as yourself very often, and I've certainly never been carried by one. No, your hands aren't too rough at all. My father has calluses on his hands too, from sword fighting practice. He always said that the hands of a man that had been molded by hard work deserve respect and adoration. Isn't it difficult, though, to carry both me and the lantern? Please, let me hold it instead. Of course you may ask me a question. It's about the proclamation? Ah, yes, that one has caused quite a stirring amongst the men of the kingdom. I'm not sure what my father's aim was in calling for champions with his daughter's hands in marriage as prizes. There is some trouble to the west, so perhaps he's concerned for the kingdom's safety, but to wed in such a way... My sisters think nothing of it, or they think it's thrilling. But I'd rather know that the man I'm to marry is kind and we share common values. Not simply that he is skilled with a sword or a bow. Oh, I see. You carry a bow on your back. Are you any good? Right, in your line of work. You must be. Perhaps you should compete as well. I'm sure you noticed in the parade that my sisters are quite lovely, especially the eldest, Amelia. She'd be a fine bride for anyone. She's quite joyous and wise. I wish to be more like her someday. I'm often scolded for being too quiet and shy. It's no wonder. No one is striving to be my champion. Oh well, at least I get to spend plenty of time in the forest. I see lights in the distance. Is that your cottage? What a relief to finally arrive somewhere warm and safe. Oh, yes, you can ask me another question before we get to the door. What reward might my father give you for returning me home safely? I'm sure he will be very generous. You may ask for whatever you like. I admit I don't know very much about a simple citizen's means, but I don't think he would deny you, no matter how much gold you should ask for. Not gold? Yes, I suppose you could ask for something other than treasures, but what might that be? The hand of one of his daughters. Oh dear, I didn't think you meant that. My sisters are quite popular. I don't know if my father could hand one over to you, a non-competitor, without dissent from the other champions. Do I have anyone vying for my hand? No, I pale in comparison to my sisters. Why would any man bother? Oh. Then your intention is to ask my father... Oh my, but you've only just met me, and in this state no less. Surely you'd rather have somebody like Amelia. Oh, please don't misunderstand. I think we fit quite well together. You're gentle and handsome, and above all you seem to care for the same things I do, but I'd like to be certain we could make each other happy, if my father even agrees to your request. Ah, here we are at last. Oh my, I don't know about that. Well, you've been so kind up until now. I suppose I would be willing to stay the night with you here. You're right, it would be easier to make it back to the palace in the daylight, and maybe the swelling might have gone down on my ankle. sorry to inconvenience you so, since I see that you only have one bed. Thank you for all that you've done. I'll be in your care until dawn, then. I hope we will enjoy one another's company for the remainder of the evening. I'm sure we have much to discuss.